know what you want. So let's take a look at this and see what shifts we have to make. What is the kitchen?
The heart of the home.
The kitchen is the heart of the home. Everyone knows that. Is that correct? The kitchen is the heart of the home. Here's the shift. If the kitchen is the heart of the home, what is the cafeteria?
The heart of the school.
Oh, the shift is the kitchen is just not a place where we serve food. It's the heart of the school, where we use what? Scoops of love. When we scoop it up with love, the food, what? Tastes better. We know that. That's truth. We know that. We absolutely know that. When Susan Boyle delivered her speech, she was showing you love, and everybody was affected. Do you get this? When you scoop it up with love, and you make it with love, the vibration is sent out love. Simple as that. Everything is energy. Everything is in a vibration. When you make it with love, it vibrates high. When you make it with hate, it vibrates low. If you're mad when you make the food, it vibrates low, and it doesn't taste good. I don't care what you put in it. I don't care if you use the exact same recipe. It does not taste good. Period. My gosh, they did a study on this. Went to a restaurant. They wanted to find out what this guy was doing. He gave his recipe to almost everybody. Nobody could make it work. And finally they asked him, and he tried to tell them, but he couldn't. And the same thing happened when my mom opened a restaurant. My mom opened a restaurant between 3 schools. And when she opened the restaurant, it had been one that had gone downhill. And she bought it from the guy who said, well, you're never going to make a go of this because only the mean kids come in. My mama didn't believe that. So the first kid that came in, she said, he had that, hair and the whole thing. And my mama went right up to him, put her hands on his face and said, will you help me? And the kid melted. And he said, of course. She had him sweeping, doing all kinds of things because she couldn't afford any help. And so finally she asked him, what did he want? What could he do? And he figured out that he could take all the soft drinks and build them together and call it a suicide drink. He figured out that you could make the hamburger and call it a trucker burger because that was the name of the team, and they would like it. But my mom figured out that if you make it with love and you serve it with love, it tastes better. There were signs all over her restaurant that said, these burgers are made with love. These burgers are served with love. That's what it said. Everybody went wild. My mama's restaurant went through the ceiling. She had to put in a drive-in before McDonald's came along. McDonald's finally comes along, and they want to buy out my mom because her restaurant was doing so well, and it was getting a little too much for my mom. My mom sold the restaurant, not to McDonald's, but to a private guy. Later, it went back downhill again. They couldn't figure it out. She gave them all of her recipes. She gave them all of her process. And guess what happened? They had taken down the sign that said, this burger is made with love. They had taken down the sign that said, this burger is served with love. And they didn't make the burgers with love. There was no difference. Do you get this? Say yes, MGM.
Yes, MGM.
So we're going to scoop up love with everything we make. And then the other shift is if the luscious lunchroom ladies and meal men are the what of the cafeteria?
Heart.
The heart. And so you're going to use scoops of love. Would the heart of the cafeteria, the heart of the school, ever say, hurry on down that line? No. Couldn't happen. Wouldn't happen. Not going to happen. Would the heart of the cafeteria ever say an unkind word to these kids? No. Would you ever roll your eyes? Would you ever make a face? No. You do that and you've just trained. Monkey see, monkey do. So cut it out. And so what we're going to do is how much? What are we going to use?
Sweet words.
Who used sweet words? My mama. You can call her Marie. Marie, my mama, used sweet words. We're going to use sweet words. And so we're going to have a little fun this year because we need to. I want you to remember the celebrity icon. Some of you will remember him. That is the Pillsbury Doughboy. And the Pillsbury Doughboy, I'm sorry to tell you, he died of repeated pokes to the belly. I'm sorry. I know y'all love him. I know you do. He was laid to rest in a lightly greased coffin. He's piled high with flowers. He was needed by his friends and family. His life was filled with turnovers. Although he sometimes wasted dough, he'll be remembered as a positive role model. Oops, little Debbie did Dallas. Oh, come on, you've got to have a good sense of humor. That's little Debbie Donuts. And so, What happens is, know what you want. Everybody yell it out. Know what you want. And what do we want? Because the kids will live up to our expectations. We're going to know that we want well-behaved, wonderful children this year. And when we start with that, because we're going to be well-behaved, wonderful workers, and we're going to be the professionals that set it up for our guests. And our guests are going to come in, and we're going to see positive, loving guests because we're going to be positive and loving. They will mirror what we are. They will mirror what we are. They will mirror what we are. Not only what we say, but they will mirror what we are. If you're not happy and joyous when you get to that cafeteria, don't go in till you can get that way. So go out and endorphinate a whole bunch before you get in there. You stand outside and just go. And you say nice things until you can get there.